Magandang gabi, ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles para sa Luminous. Ang una natin topic para sa gabing ito ay LGBTQ and othering. May tanong po kasi earlier today, kaninang hapon po dito sa thread natin. Nabanggit daw ni Attorney Ahmed doon sa kanyang personal page ang concept ng othering at nirelate ito doon sa pagtrato sa isang LGBTQ sa isang mall dito sa Cubao, ang pagbawal sa kanya paggamit ng female restroom at saka dun sa pagtrato sa kanya, pagdala sa kanya halimbawa sa pulisya, sa police station, supposedly dahil nagpilit siya supposedly na gumamit ng female restroom. Okay, what is othering? Ano po ba yung konsepto ng othering? Ibig sabihin, ginagawa niyong ibang tao, ibang klase, ginagawa niyong strangers, estranghero, hindi belong. Sa madaling sabi, ang ibang tao. Parang, pag kunwari, have you ever heard of people, yung mga, may mga kaibigan tayo na minsan hindi nila ma-help kung di maging mata pobre, sasabihin, halimbawa dati nagtatrabaho ako sa house, sa kongreso at naririnig ko yung ilang mga congressional spouses at the time sinasabi na, ay grabe, ang haba-haba ng pila, tapos ang dami-daming tao, tapos ako, asawa na ako ng congressman, what more the common tao? Yung ganun ba? Na the common tao are not you, the common tao are other people. So in this case, the LGBTQ are not us. They're other people. And they don't deserve whatever it is we get. And that is the start of discrimination. Yun po yung point ng sinasabi natin na othering. Halimbawa, minsan, the way we talk about yung indigenous peoples, nasabi natin, sana ma-preserve, that's the wrong word ma-preserve yung culture nila. Tapos, parati silang, dun sa lugar nila, para pag bumisita kami yung mga turista, makita namin na nakasuot pa sila ng mga costume na natibo, ganyan. That's othering. Bakit? Bakit ang eyepiece nire-require mo na gusto ninyo, nakikita ninyo nakakatutubo rin, nakasuotan? They're not there, they do not exist to be displays for your tourists. Okay? Entitled din sila sa development, entitled din sila sa kultura na hindi hango dun sa 1900s. Okay? And when you talk about preserving culture, you're saying na it shouldn't change. Ikaw ba papayag ka na gano'n? Ikaw ba papayag na, mula ngayon, yung kasuotan mo ngayon, yung t-shirt at maong mo, hindi ka na magbabago like forever. Tapos kakain ka ng mga local lang na foods, ganyan. Tapos dadating ang mga tao, kukunan ka ng pictures. And mas maganda yan para maraming turista ang pumunta. That's othering. Okay? Ibang tao sila. Ang tingin natin is they don't have the same life that we have. So sa LGBTQ dito, dun sa nangyari kanina, kahapon, sa, anong pangalan niya? I forgot her name. Sa isang trans woman na nakigamit lang ng banyo sa isang mall, sa Farmers Mall, dito sa Cubao, ay pinaalis siya nung janitress at itinuring as though lumabag siya sa isang batas. Wala pong batas. Dinala siya sa security. Ang ginagawa po sa mga ganon ay yung mga nagnanakaw. So, bakit ganon ang trato sa kanya? As though she were a criminal. Ang gusto lang niya makigamit ng CR. Why is that such a crime? Yes, I know her first name is Gretchen. Diaz, yun. Gretchen Diaz. So, anong ginawa niya na masama? Sa atin, normally, mahirap na nga yung sinasabi natin masama o mabuti. Mas maganda ng batayan, yung medyo objective, ang batayan natin kung merong mali dito ay kung lumabag siya sa batas. Nasa ng batas. In fact, kung meron ditong lumabag ng batas, ay yung mall na yon. Kasi merong ordinansa dito sa Quezon City na nagsasabi kailangan merong hiwalay na facilities para sa LGBTQ para hindi po nagkakaganito na issue. Ano nangyari? Bukod sa hindi na nga sila nag-provide ng hiwalay na CR para dito, nag-i-insist pa sila na gumamit siya ng banyo doon sa banyo ng lalaki. Ngayon, malaking issue ngayon dun sa iba na bakit naman daw kung dun sa mga babae, ayaw daw nila yung mga trans women na gumamit ng kanilang banyo. Ang mga lalaki naman, sinasabi nila, bakit nga ba naman hindi doon sila gumamit ng banyo sa lalaki kasi pinanganak naman silang lalaki. Ang gender issues ngayon ay hindi lang simple nagpapakilala ng lalaki at babae. Kinikilala na natin na meron tayong mga kagustuhan na hindi na naaangkop sa ating biological makeup. So, kinikilala na rin natin na sexual orientation ay isang karapatan. Hindi na po siya, lumipas na po yung kapanahunan na ito ay tinuturing na isang krimen. Dati kasi merong tinatawag na anti-sodomy laws, hindi po dito sa Pilipinas, pero lalo na sa Europa at saka sa US, ang tinatawag nating mga anti-sodomy laws are basically an anti-gay law. Yun yung hindi pwede. Hindi ka pwede maging bakla, hindi ka pwede maging tomboy. Although, ang sinasabi nila dati ay dahil salot ito sa lipunan at nakakasama ng moralidad ng kabataan. Ngayon, syempre, nagbago na po ang ating pananaw, nagbago na din po, nag-develop na din po tayo na mas sophisticated na idea ng ethics. So, hindi na po natin kino-consider na krimen ang sexual orientation, gayon pa man, our feelings still have to catch up with what we call the changing norms. So ito, nagbago na nga yung norms, pero hindi pa rin, kahit sabihin pa natin, hindi tayo nagdi-discriminate. Nagdi-discriminate pa rin tayo, in denial lang tayo. Halimbawa, sasabihin mo, I have nothing against trans women, pero pag-usapan ng banyo, ayoko nga kasama sila dun sa banyo kasi kahit paano, lalaki pa rin yon. Bakit? Mahaharas ba kayo ng lalaking gustong maging babae? Okay, now assuming that there are isolated cases ng merong nagpanggap na lalaki para makapasok dun sa banyo ng babae, hindi po issue yan ng banyo or hiwalayan ng gender. Issue po yan ng rape. Kasi po, ang rape, merong mga dalawang klase yan. Yung isang pinagplanuhan at yung isang crime of opportunity. Ngayon, parang ang sinasabi ng iba, posibleng maging crime of opportunity pag pinayagan nyo ang isang trans woman na hindi siya biological woman pero trans siya in the sense na nagbibihis siya babae, hindi siya dapat pinapayagan sa banyo ng babae kasi may possibility ng rape. First of all, there's about a 90% possibility na hindi yun mangyayari kung tunay na trans woman niya, 100%. Kung tunay na trans at gusto, ang orientation niya is female. So, sandali, si Harry ang kulit eh. Harry, stop that. Pero naiintindihan ko na yung feelings natin at yung discomfort natin ay hindi pa nakaka-catch up dun sa pagbabago ng ating mga values. Although, malaking bagay na po na nag-evolve na tayo to the point na kinikilala na natin sila. Well, I don't know about evolving. Kasi bago nga dumating ang mga Kastila, kinikilala na natin ang binabae at binalaki. At meron silang particular roles sa society at pinapayagan din natin mamili sila ng kanilang sariling kasuotan kung mag-identify sila as male or as female. In fact, sa mga tinatawag na babaylan or katalonan, yung mga shaman ng ating mga ninuno ay merong particular roles ang mga binabae kasi sila lang po ang maaaring mag-trans-like states. Ibig sabihin, nakakapag-communicate sila with the other world. So meron tayong pagkakakilala ng iba-ibang gender orientations or sexual orientations. Kung dumating ang ating mga nag-colonizers, nagbago yan. Dahil syempre, dinala ang Western na konsepto. Naging after a while, nung panahon na nga ng mga Amerikano, and then much later on, when we're into the 20th century, pati yung mga bahagi nahihiya na natin. So, nagbago tayo. In-accept natin yung ibang mga values na dinala ng mga colonizers. Pero, naaangkop ba yan sa ating lipunan? Well, that is another discussion. Ang point lang po dito is hindi others ang LGBTQ. They are you and me. Even if hindi tayo oriented, in the same way, even if we have no preferences, ganito lang po kasi yan eh. Una, kung gusto kong chocolate cake at siya gusto niya ube na cake, sino ako para sabihin, hoy, mas masarap ang tsokolate? Diba? Ngayon, may nagsasabi na when it comes to sexual orientation or to merong morality na involved, that morality will depend on your religion. Hindi naman po lahat ng tao naniniwala ng katulad ninyo. Wala po tayong karapatan na mag-impose ng paniniwala natin sa ibang tao. Excuse me. Okay? Check ko lang po yung mga comments, no? Kasi nakikita ko magaganda yung mga comments ninyo right now. Sorry. Hindi po yan ubo. Kulang lang sa tubig. Yan. So, magandang gabi din po sa lahat po ng nanonood. Don't worry, I will try to read all of your comments as they come along. Okay, game. Nako, may sira yung aking. May sira yung Facebook ko dun sa iPad, hindi nakikita yung mga comments. Sige po, ano na lang natin. Dun sa... Okay, we'll just see na lang dito sa phone. Tinatanong ni Aisir Eduarde, how about eunuchs? Do they still exist? Ang eunuchs po, sila yung mga, well, in a strictest sense, ang eunuchs po ay yung mga warriors o yung mga sundalo ng hari na ginagamit na magbabantay dun sa mga harem o dun sa mga sa kababaihan. So, kinakastrate sila para walang possibility na magkakaroon ng relasyon yung mga warriors na to. Ang daming aso. Ng mga warriors na to dun sa harem or dun sa kababaihan. I need to pause this for a while kasi si Harry yung, oh my gosh, it's Dog City. Okay. Tinatanong ng iba, may mga nagtatanong about particular personalities dahil bading sila ay kung gumagamit ng CR ng babae. Hindi po. Kasi hindi po lahat ng bading pare-pareho. Kaya nga ang tawag natin LGBTQ, di ba? Merong mga lalaki sila magbihis, lalaki yung orientation nila, pero ang gusto nilang sexual partners ay lalaki din. So, meron naman na they still prefer women, but they like to dress up as women. So, sandali. Okay, kulit ni Harry. So, iupo ko muna siya dito. Hold on. Sir Al? Okay, ang daming dogs. Okay, down, Yoshi. Okay. So, yung mga tanong na ganyan na ito, I find it really rude ha. Magpasintabi na lang po. Yung nagtatanong po kung nagsi-CR si TP sa CR ng babae, anong pakialam natin, seriously? Diba? Is this something that we should even be discussing? Unang-una, magkakakilala tayo. And even if I know the answer to that, I think that the question is rude. What's it to you? Diba? May mangyayari ba sa buhay ninyo? Kung malaman ninyo yan, ikabubuti ba natin yan? Sabi ni Joy Rama, sa tingin nyo, pupusasan yung LGBTQ kung toilet issue lang? May attitude, look on the other side of the story. Madam, ang pagpuposas po, merong protocol yan. Talagang tinignan ko yung other side of the story dito. Ginagamit po ang posas kapag merong violent reaction. Hindi po attitude yan. Kasi pwedeng attitude, tapos hindi kakailanganin pa rin ng posas. Yung mga tipong, ma'am, sumama na po kayo sa amin. Kung ayaw nang siyang sumama at magre-resist siya, then that's the time na gagamitin yung posas. Hindi po yun. This is not simply a matter of attitude. Furthermore, once nagkaroon ng posas, she was under arrest. And for what? There was no crime. Okay? Tinitingnan ko talaga yung other side. Please do not accuse me of bias because the video is very clear. Even kung sinagot-sagot niya yan, hindi po illegal yun. In another video na nakikita natin, there is a woman na hindi lang niya sinasagot yung isang pulis, pero sinuntok niya at minura-mura niya. Malaki po yung difference between somebody simply with an attitude na hindi man lang nagmura, or in fact nagtanong lang, which is our duty and our obligation when we are being arrested. Diba? Huwag naman pong ganyan. Parang nag-i-insist kayo na may bias dito. But there is no bias when it comes to the protocols for arrest. Sabi ni Beth Ariola, ang bading po sa CRD ng lalaki at tomboy po sa CRD ng babae. What does that mean? Sabi ni Fred Fama, can the janitress be charged with assault? Wala po tayong crime na assault dito. So, ang meron tayo po ay we don't punish the act. In that particular case, medyo weird yung ating revised penal code. Ang pinapunish po ay kung merong nasaktan. Pero yung dun sa paghahablot, well, you can consider that as harassment, that would be a civil case, hindi po siya criminal case. Pero kung nasaktan po siya, pwede po siya sa slight physical injuries. Ano itong... Okay. Sorry, medyo mabagal yung basa ko ng mga ano. Sabi ni Yuk Mel Soksang, you got my exact point, Harry. Ay, sorry, attorney pala. Sabi ni Angeles Vallesfino, please help other people understand better what is immoral and moral. That is based on the rights of just being a human and not being influenced by the religious beliefs and background. Ganito po kasi yun eh. Although the law talks about morality, when we talk about morality, you will still have to go back to virtues and values. Ang value systems po, ito yung problema. Dahil modern yung society natin, nagbabago din yung values and sometimes they change very quickly. At nagiging hindi objective na batayan po ang tinatawag na moralidad because many people rely on religious beliefs to determine what will constitute their social mores, what will constitute their values. So, wala tayong choice talaga kung di mag-rely doon or on custom. What about on being human? Well, like I said, meron na, kung yun lang at yun po, yun makikita natin, merong mga Universal Declaration of Human Rights, etc. And we can rely on that. But the problem nga is that determining morality will also be ruled by what exactly we're determining morality for. What is the case? Diba? Sabi ni Freda A.B., may mura siya, tapos ibalik-aral ang mga pulis na yan at sa naposasan magpaareglo ka ng 500,000. Hindi naman po, dapat yung naaangkop lang. Tumanggap naman po si Ma'am Diaz ng letter of apology dun sa janitress, pero itutuloy daw po niya yung isusulong daw po niya yung kaso laban dun sa management ng mall kasi nga hindi sila nag-provide ng separate facilities for LGBTQ. Sabi ni Joy, nag-start lang naman yung video yung naka-issue na naturally di magsasalita ng di maganda yung LGBTQ. Sa tingin mo, bakit po nagalit yung attendant? Madam, nabigyan naman din po si attendant ng pagkakataon mag-explain. Ang tanong, bakit siya inaresto? Diba? So, ang point rin po ma'am dito is, even assuming na may attitude si Geraldine Diaz, she still did not commit a crime. Furthermore, kung nag-violate siya ng rules ng mall, then a simple matter of having taken her out of the bathroom would have been sufficient. Ngayon, bakit umabot sa point na dinala siya sa security? Pagka ganun po, it's considered similar to having violated law. 'Di ba? Yung mga shoplifter doon dinadala sa security. So, ang tinitingnan din po natin dito ay yung pag-aangkop. Did the janitress never at any time made an assertion na sinaktan siya? In fact, nung dinala niya dun sa security office, wala siyang sinasabing ganon. Ang pinipilit lang niya ay ginamit yung banyo ng babae. So, yun po yung sinasabi natin. If nag-assert si Madam Janitress na sinaktan siya, then by all means, having brought her to security would have been appropriate. And even arresting her. Tama yan. Pero wala eh. Hindi man lang niya inakusahan si Miss Geraldine Diaz ng kahit ano. Ang main accusation niya, gumamit siya ng banyo ng babae. That is why. Kaya nga po, ang tingin ko dito, yung reaction ninyo na kailangan kunin yung side niya, her side was heard. Nagpunta nga sila sa pulisya. Pinaaresto nga nila and her side is the complaint. Siya nga yung unang nadinig, kaya nga po naaresto si Ma'am Diaz. Sabi ni Ma'am Hilda Manalo, mas interested ako sa inasal ng janitress towards Gretchen. Paano po yon? Well, she was very rude at saka nga merong point na sinaktan siya pero wala namang injuries nung sa paghahablot ng cellphone at saka, and then of course, base dun sa complaint niya, yung pag-aaresto. So, tumanggap naman si Miss Diaz nga ng letter of apology from the janitress and for her, that is enough. So, that should also be enough for the rest of us. Sabi ni Raijin Mili, same mall na may another case of discrimination. Last time, it was a couple na deaf. All personnel needs actually psych eval and training. I agree. So kung merong mga previous incidences and this time involving naman involving naman the handicapped or the physically challenged, then definitely not just the mall but the security agency na ginagamit nila. Oops. Sabi ni Iko Basilio, you cannot separate religion sa paggawa ng batas kasi how can you determine good and bad kung wala kang basis ng moral values? Diyan papasok ang religious beliefs. After all, marami atang di nakakaalam. Ang constitution natin ay based sa religious standards and moral values. Diyan po ako nagdi-disagree. I don't agree that laws should be based on religious beliefs because it should be based on all religious beliefs. Paano yan? There's some religions that accept divorce and others that don't. Are we going to impose this on people who don't believe? So yun yung problema po. The point is that law has to be objective. That's why we don't always use moral values kasi nagbabago-bago po. Depende sa tao dahil nga nagdidepende din sila sa religion nila to determine what will constitute right or wrong. Sabi ni Rod Rodriguez, let's act accordingly to our natural gender para walang gulo. I think that would be an imposition on those who you don't believe have a natural gender. Diba? Sabi ni Andy Bote, can the police officer who did the handcuffs be charged, complained for not doing the right process, and can we know the most grievances can be filed to those people inside the Office of Security and the police officers? I really want to know. Well, kakasuhan nga ni Ms. Diaz yung mall and that will include the security agency and the manner with which she was treated. Although, I have to also consider yung sa security agency. Para sa kanila, they were enforcing the rules of the mall. The problem is, yun na nga, medyo, how do you call this? Well, yung janitress ang violation niya is the Safe Spaces Act kasi merong gender allusion, yung kanyang may ka pa, hindi ka pwede dun sa banyo ng babae, di ba? May mga ganun siya. So this violates that law. Dun sa security naman, yung automatic presumption that she was doing something wrong when it wasn't clear to her that this was actually wrong. Wala naman din pong nakapost na rules dun sa bathrooms that trans women aren't allowed, and she identifies as female, and so for her it would have been a natural thing to go to that particular bathroom. So yes, they can be charged most likely for a civil suit dun sa security agency, but the mall, they violated the city ordinance. Sabi ni Katrina Hosan Suarez, people still think that law should be done based on their moral and religious beliefs. Like I said, the Constitution itself already states that there should be freedom to believe. In fact, the state cannot impose a religious standard, they cannot impose a religion, and they cannot require a religion. So, ibig sabihin yan, we're free to believe whatever we want to believe, and so our laws cannot compel us to apply standards of somebody else's beliefs. Sabi ni Melvin Dung kay Crescencio, those who are living as women use the women's room, and those that are living as men use the men's restroom. I know, I wish it was that easy. Kaya lang, like I said, there are people who are still uncomfortable with that idea. Hindi pa nila kaya. They still worry kasi para sa kanila, the gender differences are biological. So kung pinanganak kang lalaki, kahit nagbibihis kang babae, ang tingin pa rin sa kanila ay lalaki ng ibang tao. So, medyo it requires a little more awareness. I cannot fault other people because sometimes they come from another generation. Diba? Ang pinagkalakihan nila iba. So, it takes some time for people to catch up. And we need to give them also that time. Sabi ni Jason Fernandez, kung matino yung nag-video, dapat nakipag-usap siya ng maayos at dinefend niya yung side niya nung sinita siya. Hindi yung may tension na bago magsalita. Kaya halata din na nagpapasikat talaga siya. Sensya na po na halata ko lang. Ako, I disagree. Kasi, unang-una, nag-iisa siya. Okay? That will count. There was a lot of security people. There was the janitress. There was everybody else. At nag-iisa siya. Ang pinaka-depensa lang niya, yung cellphone niya at saka yung video. So, that was really a way of leveling the field. Diba? Hindi. I think hindi. At some point, natakot din siya naririnig din dun sa boses niya. But let's say, let's be completely objective. Completely objective, yung ang dami nila, nag-iisa siya. Diba? So, sabi ni Heads Colon, so etos lang yung Araneta malls na they support LGBTQs. Bakit maraming incidenting discriminations kung binigyan ng awareness sa mga empleyado nila sa mga malls? Good point. Sabi ni Rod Rodriguez, and there's such a thing as moral absolutes because where will you ground your morality if you don't have moral standards? But whose standards? Yun yung problema ko, and that's why it's so difficult. Diba? Exactly, this LGBTQ issue will differ. There are people who believe it's a sin. Are you going to impose your beliefs on somebody else and you anchor your morals on that particular belief? So, it's very, very difficult. Even the courts will sometimes say that, oh sige, establish nyo ano yung moral standard and make sure that that applies to all. Sabi ni Geng Sanchez, butin nga matalino si Gretchen kung hindi wala siyang kalaban-laban dyan sa janitress. Sabi ni Erlyn DJD, tama, ang video lang ang katibayan yan. Correct. So, I think kaya na natin iwan tong issue na to so we can go to the next issue dun sa sa recruitment ng mga it's also a difficult issue to navigate, ha. Sabi ni Charles Harn San Pedro, napansin ko daming homophobic na nanonood. Yung iba hindi naman talaga homophobic. Like I said, sometimes awareness needs some time to catch up. People need to be able to catch up with the changing values. Mabilis rin kasi nagbabago yung mundo eh. So kailangan bigyan din natin ng pagkakataon ng ibang tao makahabol. Sabi ni Raquel Acuña, Valien. Tama ba yung pronunciation ko? So, it's time na po ba na dapat po pala na every public CR na magkaroon ng CR for LGBTQ only? Di naman na natin kasi maibabawal na magkaroon ng bakla o tomboy. Correct? Kailangan lang nila, respect lang, lalo na ang lalo na transgen si Gretchen. Kaya feel po niya, isa na siyang babae, kaya di naman natin maipagbabawal sa kanya, yung kasalanan lang talaga niyang waitress na yan, di niya alam and respect to each other. Okay, opo. So, ako, I agree na magkaroon ng separate facilities for LGBTQ. It avoids these things. It avoids these kinds of confrontations. But, it's an avoidance. It's our way of dealing with people who still have to catch up with the changing values. Okay, so yung next topic naman natin, kanina po nagka-Senate hearing na naman tungkol dun sa recruitment ng mga minors. Ngayon, malaking bagay po pag sinabi nating minors at hindi dun sa hindi po na minors. Alam mo, Harry, ang kulit mo. Restless si Harry kasi there's a cat. The other cat is here, nagigigil siya. Okay. So, i-wrap up lang natin dun sa LGBTQ issue. The problem is that many of us consider LGBTQ as others. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na othering. Ang othering po ay yung pagtatrato natin sa kanila as though they are not our equals or not us. It's not really discrimination yet. Pero iba ang tingin natin sa kanila. Sometimes we treat the IPs that way, sometimes it's the LGBTQs. So, dahil hindi natin tinitingnan sila as the same as us, it's very easy to act as though as though they're not even in the room. Alam mo yan, pinag-uusapan natin sila, andyan sila. Yung nag-i-impose tayo ng sarili nating values, and we are disappointed or angry or hurt when they don't comply, but we can't. Like us, kailangan meron din tayong freedoms to believe and choose our own lifestyles provided you're not committing a crime, di ba? Okay, dun sa so the Senate hearing today dealt further with so ang mga nag-testify karamihan po ay mga nanggaling doon sa loob ng movement at ine-explain po nila yung kanilang mga karanasan dito sa recruitment. Halimbawa, yung isang speaker, ni-recruit siya, she was only 13 years old. Tapos yung iba, of course, so yung iba, of course, they were also very young at ine-explain nila kung ano yung ginagawa nila. So, very telling din yung isa na who actually pointed out to Representative Sara Elago as being part, kasi nandun siya sa kabataan at tumulong siya doon sa kampanya ng Kabataan Party List. And so, eto yung mga takeaways ko dyan. Number one, they do recruit in the campuses. Number two, they don't care kung minors or hindi. As a matter of fact, it is quite possible na polisiya nila na the younger the better kasi mas controllable po at mas madaling utusan kapag mas bata. Kasi maaari mong gamitan ng air of authority at susunod po ang bata. Bakit? According to the psychologists, yung decision making po at a very young age ay nagdi-develop pa and doesn't even finish development until at least 25 years old. So the younger they are, the easier to control. We had this exact kind of discussion when we were talking about lowering the age of criminal responsibility. Now this is going to come back to haunt us, and let me explain. Noong didebate tayo about lowering the age of criminal responsibility, sinasabi natin na marunong na yan, matutigas na yung ulo niyan, at 15 years old, kaya na nila, nagko-commit na sila ng krimen, and they tend to get away with it because ginagamit nila yung mga laws that protect minors. Now, if we believe that at a very young age, pwede na natin silang tawaging kriminal, what's to stop the other side from claiming na claiming na yung mga anak ninyo kaya na nga niyang mag-commit ng krimen kaya na nilang kumalas sa inyo. Diba? These things have a way of coming back to haunt us, so we really have to be objective in our discussions. So, ano ang mali? Well, first of all, dapat maliwanag tayo. Doon sa saligang batas, merong right to freedom of association. Okay? Maliwanag yan. Merong academic freedom. Ano pa ba? Kinikilala natin na ang mga bata, when they reach the age of consent, which is the age when they're no longer minors, they are responsible for the decisions that they make, and they have to take the consequences of that. Hindi na po makaka-rely sa magulang ang mga hindi na menor de edad. Okay. Why do we have to discuss the freedom of association? Because the creation of these groups are not illegal. Sinabi na po yan ni ating DOJ Secretary at ni Spox Panelo. Ito na po ang side ng Malacanang, sinasabi nila. Pati meron din po kasi yung karapatan to petition for redress of grievances. Nasa ating saligang batas yan under the Bill of Rights. So yung mga rallies, these are not illegal. In fact, they are constitutionally protected as the right to assembly, the right to free speech, and the right or the freedom to petition for redress of grievances. Okay, so far so good. Legal lahat yan. When do these groups become illegal? When they commit crimes. Si Spox Panelo went a little further and said, nagiging illegal lang sila pag illegal ang pakay. That is correct also. Kasi hindi ka makakapagrehistro kung ang pakay mo ay illegal. Okay. Ngayon, kanina sa hearing lumalabas na ang punto daw ng ilang mga grupo na ito ay pabagsakin ang gobyerno. That turns the organization into an illegal one. But that declaration can only be made after due process, which means a hearing and an opportunity to present their side. Right now, the presumption is that these organizations are still legal. But once the evidence is presented against them, maaari na nating patanggal sa COMELEC yung recognition halimbawa ng Kabataang Party List base dito sa testimonya ng mga saksi kanina sa Senado. Okay? I'm saying pwedeng i-petition. We will see kung ano yung, if the COMELEC will think that this is sufficient evidence to do that. Ako, tingin ko oo. Not just the COMELEC of course, but also the courts. Sabi ni Ma'am Juliet Fontanilla, napanood ko yung hearing kanina, grabe pala, paano yung pwede ba kasuhan si Elago kung mapatunayan na isa siya sa nagre-recruit at nagpapatunay naman na front ng NPA yung party list ni Elago. Wait, ma'am, marami pong steps yan. Unang-una, si Madam Elago, si Congressman Elago ay member ng Kabataan Party List. Okay, kung ang Kabataan Party List ay NPA, walang problema, automatically not only can we dissolve the Kabataan Party List, pero merong conspiracy. Recruitment, on the other hand, pagka hindi ginagawa using a gun or other forms of coercion, is not an illegal act. Okay, ma'am, ginagawa niyo namang bad word yung recruitment. It's not. But participating in an illegal organization or an illegal endeavor makes the person participating in that illegal as well, a crime, a criminal as well. Recruitment, not a crime. Recruitment into an organization might be considered as conspiracy but not really kasi wala pang crime. Conspiracy to do what? Okay? So, if you're asking if anybody can be punished for recruiting, hindi po punishable ang recruiting. Ito yung problema. Once nasa loob na ng organisasyon yung recruit at meron silang pinagawa, halimbawa na namamaril ng mga AFP, then automatically they're in the act of committing a crime which is rebellion. Kung nasa kalye sila at nagde-demand at nag-agitate at nag-iipon ng mga tao, naghihikayat ng mga tao na tanggalin sa posisyon ang presidente, that is a crime, inciting to sedition. Or sedition, di ba? Or attempted sedition. Or conspiracy to commit sedition. So makikita natin, eto yung great divide. It's one thing to have an intent. Sa criminal law, an intent alone is not punishable. Kunwari, gusto kong patayin si X. Even if I say that out loud, gusto kong patayin si X. Langya ka X, papatayin kita. Kung hindi ko ginagamit yon to coerce him into doing something, it's not a crime. Okay? It's not. Because an intent is not a crime. When I pick up a knife and I say, PI ka, Mr. X, papatayin kita, and you have a knife, and you're heading for him. Kung hindi man nakumpleto yung pagka-stab mo sa kanya, attempted murder na yan. Pag na-stab mo siya, pero hindi siya namatay, it's still murder. It's that, yan. Yun. Okay, frustrated murder yon. Kung mamatay siya, then that is murder. So here what we see is ang punishable po dito is the act of committing the crime or when you actually take steps to commit a crime. Recruitment, again, ulitin ko po, by itself is not a crime. Ngayon, exception, recruitment to join a terrorist organization. Ayan, okay na tayo ha, huwag na kayo magagalit sa akin, dami na-agitate eh. Recruitment into the NPA if the NPA is declared a terrorist organization. By the way, hindi pa po siya officially declared dahil wala pa pong judicial pronouncement. Kailangan po hukuman ng mag-declare. Pero to start it off, kailangan may executive order. Nagawa na po yung executive order at nasa kasalukuyan, nasa hukuman ang DOJ at nagpetition na po sila na i-declare officially na terrorist organization ng NPA. Okay? Right now, it is not yet a terrorist organization. However, we consider them as committing the act of rebellion. Ngayon, ang rebellion po ay tinatawag nating continuing crime. Ibig sabihin, kahit nakaupo lang ako dyan, pero member ako ng NPA at nag-declare na ako, gusto kong pabagsakin ng gobyerno, and at some point in my life, I took up arms against the government. Even if I'm not in the act of taking up arms, but I did it at some point, continuing crime yung rebellion, so kahit nakaupo lang ako dito, pwede na akong arestuhin dahil kilala akong rebelde. Okay? Okay, ngayon, wait ha, itong si Joji kasi inaano ko kinukulit ako Sabi ni Joji Loyola, malinaw na, Elago, mamatay ka na sana. Alright, that's legal, but you have to consider the rules on Facebook that uttering threats might also be considered a violation of Facebook rules at baka masuspend yung account mo. Okay. Sabi ni Red AB, na-experience kong ma-recruit ng college ako, mostly ang doctrination is against government. Hindi ko nga na-experience sa kanila na mag-organize ng charity like bloodletting at magtulong sa ibang students. Umatlis ako dyan kasi nakakasira ng pag-aaral. Ngayon, wait ha, kasi yung sinasabi ninyo na the doctrination or indoctrination is against government. Now, being against government might be a generic term. It's too generic. Remember, kukumpara mo yan dun sa rights natin. Because there's a right to petition for redress of grievances, mag-agitate, mag-rally, mag-distribute ng flyers, mag-sit-in, mag-teach-in, mag-whatever. That is completely legal and in fact protected by the Constitution. Okay, kunwari, galit na galit ako kasi mataas ang presyo ng gasolina dahil merong pinoprotektahan ng mga industriya. That is covered within the right to petition for redress of grievances. Kung mag-rally ako, the freedom of assembly. Kung magsalita ako, magsulat ako, that is covered by freedom of speech. Now, when the agitation, when the speech is to take down the government, and calculated to take down the government, remember the Bikoy videos, to cause an agitation, to cause people to believe in this, and to cause people to take to the streets so that the president will be deposed, that is inciting to sedition. Sabi ni Didi Daisuke Marcelo, kahit po ba walang parents' consent, hindi po ba illegal yon? Pag minors po, illegal kasi they do need parental consent. Okay? Sabi ni Iko Basilio, anti-subversion law, may chance pa pong ibalik. Hindi na po maibabalik ang anti-subversion law kasi hindi na siya naaangkop. The Supreme Court has already ruled on its illegality because that's like punishing somebody by mere association at bawal po yan sa ating saligang batas. Besides, nagsabi na rin yung ating mga senador, hindi na po maibabalik yan. Sabi ni Jerry Boy Ramos, pwede bang ma-charge si Elago with kidnapping? Oops, nabaliktad. Okay, wait. That's my window. Ano ba? Yan. It depends if she committed the acts of kidnapping. If she was merely recruiting them, then that is not considered kidnapping. Pero yung kunwari, dinala tong mga bata, let's say, halika, pupunta tayo sa bundok. Pag sinabi ng bata, teka, ayoko na pong sumama, hindi po ako nagpaalam sa nanay ko, at pinilit siya, that's kidnapping. Ngayon, pag sinabi lang, hindi ba ako pwede magpaalam sa nanay ko, wag na. Kung minor siya, yung consent should be coming from the mother or the father, from the parents, and that would still be kidnapping kahit gustong sumama ng mga bata. Okay? O yung mga nagsasabing only in the Philippines dyan, I'm going to disprove you. So, sinasabi ni Red Ab, lahat po ng policies ng government nakakainis po, tinututulan. But that is legal. We have to have that right. Because there are times when the government isn't like the one that we have now. Paano kung yung gobyerno natin, masama talaga? Tatanggalin niyo po ba yung karapatan na baguhin natin yung gobyerno natin? Hindi pwede. Sabi ni Xavier Codilla, only in the Philippines na malayang-malaya nakapaghayag ang mga rebelde sa kalsada at meron pang representante sa Congress, may pondo po pa from government. That's not true. The Communist Party is legal in other countries. They participate in government. They take government positions. It's not just us. Stop saying only in the Philippines pag galit kayo. That's really very unpatriotic. But it's not true. Communism is merely an ideology or an advocacy for a particular economic system. If you look at it that way, then there's nothing inherently bad in it. It's just that none of us believe it. None of us want that particular government except for these very, very few people. Communism, like I said, is not a crime. Believing in it is not a crime. Being a communist is not a crime. When you try to take down government, that is the crime. Notice that there is a difference. Even Malacanang is taking great pains to tell us that that is not a crime. You know why they have to do that? You know why they have to disassociate with that kind of thinking? Na basta aktivista, masama. Basta komunismo, masama. Because it reflects on the president. It makes the president look like, what did you do, Yoshi? It makes the president look like he is intolerant of other beliefs, of the belief in other systems, of the freedom to what we call the marketplace of ideas. It makes our president look bad. So he has to disclaim, he has to say, okay lang mag-associate because it's in the Constitution. Okay lang mag-isip ng ganito. In fact, okay lang, the ideas are not going to be punished. What are going to be punished are those crimes that are listed in our laws. Sabi ni Albert Oxales Pernia, Elago, mamatay ka na sana. This is legal frustration on my part. Legal? Yes. But a violation of Facebook rules? Most likely. Sabi ni Berlin Rose Park, anong gagawin kung nadoktrinahan na? Actually, the term is na-indoctrinate na. Na-indoctrinahan na. Dinadala sa psychologist yan. Kasi nga, ang tingin ko dyan, parang kulto rin. Yan. Sabi ni Emerson Diogracias, PUP President de Guzman is liable because his Student Affairs Office doesn't have a policy of safeguarding against radicalization. Lack of policies is a form of liability. First, you have to prove that radicalization is a bad thing before you can punish it for having no policy against it. Sabi ni De Leon IV, Generoso, si Elago po, nagsumpa sa Kongreso pero panay-panira sa mga kabataan. Paano po ba ang ideology nila kung wo-work pa siya as representative in Constitution? Again, whatever Sara Elago believes in, she's entitled to believe in. We cannot tell her what to think. We can stop her from committing a crime. Hold on. Si Harry nagwawala na naman. Harry, ang kulit mo. Ay. Sabi ni Rodel Bahasas, yung case ng nanay na naiyak sa Senado, ibig sabihin nun, pwede kasuhan sila Elago kasi clear na walang consent si girl kahit nasabihin ni girl na di sila okay ng nanay niya. Yes. Sabi ni Jex Adrineda, pero declared na terrorist group ang NPA. Paano po yung mga allied groups niya? Hindi pa nga po declared. Hindi pa po tapos yung kaso. Stop it, Harry! 2 seconds. 2 seconds lang po. Then si Harry ang kulit. Sir, pakikuha yung mga dogs. Okay, sorry. Okay. Kulit ng dogs. Kulit-kulit ng dogs. Okay. Sabi ni Albert, sobra at pag-aabuso sa demokrasya yung problema sa Pilipinas. O ayan na naman kayo, ginawa nyo na naman problema lang ng Pilipinas to. As if naman hindi ito nangyayari sa iba. Konting patriotism naman. Huwag niya namang sasabihin, dito lang sa Pilipinas yung mga ganyan. Oh, please. Problema yan sa buong mundo. Dahil sa mga grupo na gusto sila ang mamumuno para sa pansariling interes. Yon. Pero agree ako, super duper agree dyan. Kasi, pero remember isa lang grupo ng mga interest itong mga, ang tingin ko pa nga, mga fake communists ito eh. Hindi naman talaga sila interested in, justice for all. Interesado silang mamuno at tama ka dyan. Sabi ni Jeline Ibol Rizan, dito po sa Spain, nasa Senado at Kongreso, mga lefties. Correct. Okay. In the first place, ano ba yung reason kung bakit ang tawag sa kanila left? Ganito po yun. Sa parliament dati sa France, on the right side, in the parliament, dun yung po yung seating arrangement nila. At sa kaliwa yung mga pro-communist, yung mga ganon. At saka nasa kanan yung mga conservatives. Kaya left ang tawag natin. And they were part of government. Okay? Sabi ni Boyet Gopez, palakasin ng pamilya, dyan ang umpisa. Sabi ni Ma'am Liwayway Angeles, nagpapapansin si Harry. Hindi po. Actually, yung pusa hinahabol niya. Sabi ni Ma'am Ann Del Rosario, do I have the right mag-file ng case under VAUSI against ex-live-in ko? Ma'am, sana naman yung nasa yung dinidiscuss natin yung tanong. Pero sa mga ganyan ng personal na kaso ninyo, ma'am, magkonsulta na kayo po ng abogado at baka may mapahamak kayo. Popoy Azedonal says, di ba po pwede tanggalin sa school ang mga orgs? Pwede po. Dapat sana pag nasa school, aral at sports lang ang pinapayagan. Opo, pero ganito po kasi yun. Kaya nagkaganyan eh. Yung ibang schools kasi, they want their students to be well-rounded at aware. So, merong mga organizations that are aware about government, workings of government, mga ganyan. Sometimes, they just go too far. Sabi ni Pio Guillamak III, true that, Duterte is actually more socialist than most of these bougie snakes. Well, that's true. Sabi ni Johan Nunios, can we not bring these minors back to their parents? Yes, we can. So yun, that I don't know why people think that they can't. You can. They're minors. The problem is when they're no longer minors. Sabi ni Jimmy Mariano, meron po bang liability ang mga state university professors if they encourage students to get involved in anti-government acts? Okay. The issue here really is your labeling. What constitutes anti-government acts? If I rally because the government has a mistake, has a policy that I don't believe in, is that an anti-government act? No, it isn't. It is a right guaranteed under the Constitution called the right to petition for redress of grievances. Okay? If your professor says, go to the rallies because they're going to do this, I encourage you to go to the rallies because this and that, that is not considered an anti-government activity in the sense that it is against the Constitution or against the law. Okay? Now, if the professor says, we should bring down the government, you should be working to bring down the government, then that's the crime, and yes, you can get the professor kicked out for that. Okay? Otherwise, the school will just protect the professors. So, kasi merong tinatawag na academic freedom, and it is the right of the school to determine who is going to teach. Sabi ni Juan Mulat, in case mapatunayan may kaugnayan si Elago sa recruitment ng NPA, maalis ba siya o yung buong party list? So, na-discuss na natin. Yung party list, pwede po kung talagang, well, not recruitment for the NPA, pero if they are part of the NPA, if they encourage the taking up of arms against the government, then of course, i-dissolve sila. I-dissolve yung party list na yan. Ano ang liability ni Sara Elago? Grabe, ang init niya pala talaga kay Sara Elago. I don't know her personally, pero naiintindihan ko kung bakit